Our education is the key to freedom in our lives. It gives us freedom to understand the world and pursue our passions, a luxury that unfortunately not all of us get. In the general population, 84% of students graduate high school and 54% graduate from university with a post-secondary degree. However, for students in the foster care system, things are different. Only 30% of foster care students graduate high school, and only 5% choose to pursue post-secondary education. But why are these statistics so dire? Foster kids are moved from home to home, often multiple times a year. Typically, when they move homes, they also move schools. This instability, combined with issues like untreated trauma that foster parents may not be able to help with, creates tremendous mental turmoil. These students aren't focused on studying. They don't care, not because they're not academically capable or they hate the subject, but because there are bigger things in their life to care about. The stress of all the instability can cause anxiety and depression, making it hard to focus. Students in the foster care system are often very behind on curriculum and report only studying 15 to 20 minutes a day, along with a severe lack of focus in class and while doing homework. Another contributing factor is that you're pushed out of the system when you become a legal adult. After you're pushed out, your foster parents are no longer legally required to support your education financially. These kids are on their own. Many of them want to go to university but don't have any money to pay for it and no grades to earn a scholarship. Barely any Canadian universities offer programs for foster care students. Currently, British Columbia is the only province that offers free tuition for foster care students under the age of 26. Few individual universities that operate outside of a provincial plan choose to give aid in paying tuition. The Canadian government has not done anything to make it easier for universities to allow these students to get into and pay for university. In fact, they've made the situation worse. Over the last decade, funding to post-secondary educational institutions has been reduced significantly. This causes universities to depend more on tuition fees, making the cost of tuition higher. The less universities are funded, the less they can afford to give free tuition. What can be done to fix this problem? For starters, schools have little to no communication with social workers, who manage the foster care learners. The two systems could work together to try to keep children in the same school, even though they've moved to a different home. This would not provide complete stability, but enough to positively impact stress levels. The government can also set aside a specific amount of money especially for tuitions of these students in need. What can you do to help this issue? Write a letter to government. One voice can make a big impact if its message spreads. Create your school's nonprofit foundation for foster students and unite your charter with those of other schools. There are 15,500 schools in Canada. If every school raised $1,000 for such foundations, we'd have $15 million to support many foster students who want to pursue higher education.